Hello, welcome to Innocent Mshindi. As usual, tupo hapa kuelezea maswali mbalimbali kuhusu uwekezaji, entrepreneurship and lifestyle kiujumla. So leo hii tuko sehemu nyingine, tunaona nyuma kuna very beautiful, tuko same around Morocco. So video ya leo kama inavyosema, tunakuwa tunaongelea sana maswala ya financial well-being. Je, tushie kujiuliza maswala yoyote kuhusu mental health well-being kwa wanaume, kwa wanawake? Unajua, usipokuwa na mental health well-being, labda una stress ya familia, stress ya kazi au stress yoyote, depression or anything inakusumbua, inaweza kuinhibit hata ile ability yako kuweza kugenerate income. So video ya leo itaanalyze, tumechukua case studies especially kwa upande wa male, ambapo uh, hii mada inakuwa very reluctant kuongelewa haswa katika media au katika sehemu mbalimbali, kwa sababu men anaonekana ni mtu well strong being, anaweza kuinhibit yale yote ambayo yanaweza kumtokea. So hii video itakuwa ina highlight hayo mambo na itakuwa inaelezea namna gani mtu unaweza uka limit mental health being yako uka very well stressful na uweze kufanikiwa zaidi. So video hii nadhani itakuwa ndefu kidogo, tutajaribu kuiga part 1, tutajaribu tuone kama tukiweza kuimaliza. That's well being. Ile ni Kiingereza, so before that, so thank you kwa kuwa na mimi hapa. Kwa sasa tuna over 1000 subscriber na goal yetu isha more than 2200 subscribe. So wewe kama mtu ambaye unakuja kutuangalia, please subscribe, share, na hakikisha unafikisha kwa watu mbalimbali ili waweze kuangalia hii video. So let us try to share hapo watuone. So I hope as usual, tuna consultation program yetu ambayo ni 200,000 kwa mtu mmoja, ambayo ina cover maswala mbalimbali. So let me see. I hope you can hear me. Yeah. Ambayo ina cover swala mbalimbali ya strategies, growth, efficiency na systems. Na hii huwa in limited time spot, hatuchukui zaidi ya watu watano. Tukipata watu watano tunaanza masomo kama kawaida. So kama kawaida it's a limited spot, kwa gharama tu ya 200,000 kama unavyoona. Ukitaka kutunini ni 2+5 752855067 kwa yeyote atahitaji. So ili tuendelee na video yetu, leo tuangalie crude oil. Tuone imekuwaje. So crude oil inapanda na kushuka, leo hii imefika 98, zote zimepanda, hata natural gas nayo inapanda. Tukija katika stock zetu bado zina fluctuate, zinapanda na kushuka. Tukija katika Mshindi portfolio inaendelea kufanya vizuri. Tuje kwenye AI Mshindi nayo inafanya vizuri. So all in all, video ya leo mbalimbali kuhusu hii. So let me share the screen tuanze. Najua hii video itakuwa imesambaa sana, so kama mtu hajaiona, imesambaa sana. Let me share the screen ingine hapa. Share screen. Okay, 2 minutes. Tunaingia So I hope hapo mnaiona. So tuangalie trial. Nadhani hii imeingia sana.
Pain. He
Imesambaa.
paid me. I don't lie, he paid me. 10 years of my life. He paid me, Baba. If I had a kid out of wedlock, I would have been justified that, oh, my wife can do whatever she wants to do. Up until now that I'm speaking to you, she doesn't know that I saw this message. God forbid I let another man use me, whether deliberately or not. It will shock him. This is a full month of deep thought and making my decision. If he wants to be stubborn, I'm here and I'm more than ready. He is mad in capital letters. He isn't satisfying me sexually. He isn't helping my spiritual life. He isn't spoiling me. He isn't energetic enough towards any goal. He isn't anything good. Rubbish. I saw a picture of her sitting in a restaurant on a man's leg. Right? It seems like a normal picture. Look at the
So tuendelee. Kulikuwa kuna call. Tuendelee. Nilikuwa na call.
iPad on the table. What do you see? Let me see. Zoom in. You can zoom in. Let me help you. Look at the iPad on the table. What do you see?
That's hard.
On a man's leg. No, I did it. It's yeah. Let me show you. I didn't have a car. I was driving to meet Akolo's car. I never get car since I came to Lagos.
So you were sending money abroad.
I was sending money. I would send when my wife would call me and tell me the money is too small.
Enter World Card. World Card is a virtual MasterCard built for media buyers. It supports over 50.
My voice, take that. Welcome to the Honest Bunch podcast. Thank you so much for your support. Even though the way my voice take that for support, every month relate information that appliances I beg, seek you pay in installments. Item go care way. Go the CD owner. We say through land banking, the land go they work for you. You go they make money. You don't need to sabi agricultural science. Then get experts where we say they go they cultivate the soil and the thing go they earn you money. Chinkini deposit of 150,000. Go the Resida way and have no issues. And since we don't talk about Resida, nobody don't complain about them because now integrity now be their watchword. Ladies and gentlemen, the conversation today will be very, very intense and we'll definitely go all in. I beg. I won't beg everybody when they watch. Pay attention up until the very end because there are important lessons that you will learn in this episode. No need to introduce the people where you always they see because you don't know them. So make I go straight into the man where we say we carry come. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our guest is a fine young man who was in a long-distance marriage for 11 years. After 11 years in a long-distance marriage, our guest woke up to videos and pictures of his wife on Instagram getting married to another man. In his response, and I quote partly, "My people, thanks for the calls and messages. I really appreciate you all. As he shock una, now so he shock me too. I have overcome the hard parts. Make we no talk too much because the story long, well. End of quote here. And I ask you, Mr. Robert Bamidele Ekpeyong Ekpo, Before the shocking revelation of Saturday, April 11th, 2026, how did you meet?
Okay, so throwback to 2015. I've been a Calabar boy, so
So kiufupi kama unavyoona hapo jamaa yeye alikuwa nadhani ni mtu anakaa abroad, unakuta mnaoana na mtu mwanaume anakaa abroad, wewe unakaa Bongo au unakaa sehemu yoyote, mwanaume anatafuta na unafanya maisha ili wote muweze kukua. So kiuhalisia mwanaume alikuwa anajua anapambana tu kama kawaida, na kama ulivyosema umeishi kwenye ndoa zaidi ya miaka 10. So suddenly yeye yuko zake abroad au popote alipo anashangaa a video of his wife anamuoa mtu mwingine. Pata picha hapo, wewe uko kwenye situation hiko, unajua nyumbani umeacha mke, au wewe mwanamke unajua umemwacha mwanaume ndani mume, alafu unakuja kuangalia kuona mume wako au mke wako ameoa au ameolewa mtu mwingine. Lazima uwe very surprised, na inaweza kuwa siku 2 3 umeongea vizuri tu. So najua kwa upande wa pili inawezekana ni kitu ambacho kinatokea sana, lakini kwa upande wetu ambacho inakuwa very slightly kuongelea, hebu tuone mkasa wake huyu jamaa ukoje. Kumbuka mental health being zinaendana mbalimbali na financial well-being. Mtu ukiwa kwanza mental health au uko stable afya ya akili, unashindwa ku think straight, unakuwa na depression, hata work performance inashuka, na sometimes hata inaweza contribute katika health well-being. So hii video ni nzuri sana ambao kwa wale wote ambao wanapitia mambo magumu, kwa hii inaweza kuwa njia nzuri ambayo inaweza kuwafundisha.
One of the biggest MCs at the time. And I woke up one morning to a message from her. She sent me DM. Say, beg, make I send her my number. You know how Instagram be that time. Would like pictures, he liked my picture, I like his picture, I like my dress. He came to my DM. Say, beg, make I send her my number. It was funny, you know. I was like, who is this person? Because me, I like babes who get good sense of humor. So I text her my number. So she called me. Apparently, in day on air, because she was working with Wazobi at the time. So I think her shift was like 5 a.m. or so. Starts at 5 a.m. And this was like early. You know, I would go wake up for morning now, just the press phone, you know. So I sent him number and he called me. So now we begin the gist, the talk. Days turned into weeks. In fact, like after a week or two, income Calabar. I said, I get wedding for Enugu that weekend. So he's like, oh, you dey try avoid to pay flight ticket. I said, no. Oh yeah, come. When you come, you fly back from Enugu to Lagos because there's no direct flight from. At that time, there was no flight from Calabar to Enugu. So Calabar to Enugu now by road. So she come. That was the first time I saw her. You know, my brother.
Where did she come to Calabar?
She came to Calabar, yes.
Okay.
You know, so
and she fell in love.
My brother, it was too stupid.
The more you stay home, the less you want to leave. And the more you stay, the heavier everything feels. You think you're resting, but you're actually...
No. You're a good guy.
Okay, so in reach, income, you know, we did. My friend had an all-white party, went for the all-white party. In fact, I get pictures. Nobody say, went for the all-white party. The next day, we went to Enugu. From Enugu, and go back. You know,
you sent her your number?
Yes.
And see you.
Yeah.
Not be you extend the invitation.
You know how we talk now? When are we going to see Oba? What then? But I said, okay, oh yeah.
And she basically initiated like most of...
See, I like women that are
bold.
Because me, I always get DMs, I get advances from women. The ones who I know like, I no go respond. The ones who
What made you like her?
It was the way she sent the message.
The audacity.
Oga, Oya now, I beg, send, you know, Oya now, send us your number. It was funny. You know, so I sent the number and she called and we just clicked immediately with the gist. It was great.
She came after 2 weeks of talking, she came.
Yeah, she came to Calabar, yeah.
On her sleep?
Yes.
No, Daddy Freeze, that will not sleep. Sound like
We
everybody
sleep now. How-
Nah, nah.
We knock now. Yes, now.
Who initiated it?
I don't know how it started, but we started kissing from the airport, my brother.
So this is
So the chemistry between two of una
It
don't
was
be intense.
it was crazy. The chemistry was off the hook. Oh my! I'm Lagos. Can't find it. And I was like, "What is this?" Oh, I was married before. I was married
And did she tell you how many times she's been married for?
at that time. No, but she
just
just
said
told me I was previously married, and I didn't even get to know the person's name. I didn't bother to ask. These are the things I didn't ask. I was madly in love. I didn't ask.
So
You get?
let me ask. You got together in May.
Yeah.
And on your birthday in August,
yeah.
you had proposed.
Yeah.
Before you got together with her in May, and then your birthday in August,
So sorry. I had a meeting with someone, so namwelekeza. So let's continue.
Did you think about marriage?
No.
It crossed your mind as a guy, man, went fine.
I be about but you actually I was for.
Believe it or not, I will draw the person you will marry. One of my clients asked for a refund. She thought the man I sketched looked.
Let me not lie. I had never felt like that towards a woman before. So I didn't think it twice.
So zote zanaelezea
So
encounter naye
in fact, we got
Liverpool.
married in November.
How he
proposing
encountered
in
with her
August. 22nd of November.
and how
29th, I can't remember. And
alikuwa
I think it was
amefall in love na yeye.
either 22nd or 29th. In fact, the reason why we chose that day was because that was the only free day I had in the month of November. As an MC, of course, you know
Booked
how it
and busy.
Yes, so that was the only free day. So that's how I booked we fixed my wedding date on that day.
So now you're married to somebody who lives in Lagos.
Yes.
You are busy, very big in Calabar.
Yeah.
How did you manage that situation?
I didn't want to move to Lagos because at the time I was doing well. In Lagos, I'm paying almost how much? 7 million, 5 million for rent. That can get you a duplex in Calabar. You'll be a big boy. I'm telling you. So I didn't want to come to Lagos, not because I couldn't afford it, but I could afford it in Calabar. I was doing well in Calabar. I was the first MC to drive a car in Calabar. I was the first MC to always perform for the government. I was doing things. That's how I got to know most of the celebrities in Lagos, because they would come to Calabar and we are all in the green room. So when I moved to Lagos, this Calabar boy, what did they do here? I'm in Lagos now. Really? So that's how I got to know most of them, And then after a while, she now said, "Oh, you know what? What do you think of us relocating? Let's relocate now." This was after I moved to Lagos. In fact, comedians in Calabar were using me as material. Say when man marry.
So kiufupi jamaa huyu abroad yake sasa ni mkoa na mkoa. Yeye alikuwa anaishi sehemu Nigeria inaitwa Calabar, alafu mtaalamu alikuwa anatoka Lagos kama jiji la Dar. So wakati wanaoana yeye alikuwa na maisha yake Calabar. For instance kama wewe labda unaishi Arusha au Dodoma, mpata mdada wa Dar es Salaam. So kawaida ni either upate wewe urudi Dar es Salaam, wewe aende Dar es Salaam. Kwake yeye aliona Calabar ni sehemu nzuri kwa sababu tayari maisha yake yalikuwa mazuri. Unajua kuna watu wana biashara, wana kazi ambazo kuhama wanaona shida kwa sababu washajizoelesha, income iko nzuri, mambo yanaenda vizuri, why uhame sehemu kama hiyo? Na yeye alikuwa ni MC. Sasa MC Calabar yeye alikuwa anafanya vizuri sana, ashajulikana na watu, anafanya biashara sherehe binafsi, akapata nafasi kupata sherehe za kiserikali zinazofanyika mkoa huo. So akaona it's better off nibaki huko, na akatoa example, kwa mfano kodi nyumba ya milioni 7 kwa mwaka kwa Lagos unapata nyumba kawaida sana, lakini kwa Calabar unapata nyumba kubwa yenye vyumba 4 au 3. So kwa nini nijihangaishe niende Lagos, lakini huku Calabar naweza kulive big. Sio kama nashindwa kuishi Lagos, hapana, bali huku Calabar nilikuwa nishajenga mzizi wangu wa maisha na kuwa stable kimaisha. Nadhani hiyo kiuhalisia inaweza kuwa real kwa namna hiyo. Why uhame sehemu ushaweka stable? Maybe labda ukitaka kutafuta changamoto mpya, lakini tayari ushafanya kila kitu, why uhame?
Now woman they come in house. This one marry. Now woman carry and go in house. They were using me as material. You get? And I moved to Lagos, and it was hard. It was hard because I wasn't getting gigs. I can stay months without gigs. You get? I didn't know that. But me, I be Calabar boy. I can cook. There was a time we were always fighting because she was always buying food. She would buy food from all these. It was when I came to Lagos. Let me know,
so she can't cook.
I don't know, Baba.
She no cook for you.
once or twice. But the thing is, it was when I came to Lagos that I found out that they have all these people that cook.
Mama put.
No, not Mama put.
In pots now, in
Put in
bowls.
bowls.
Yes, it's when I came to Lagos that I found. I go to the market. I cook. I can cook. There was a time that we had issues in our marriage and we had to see a counselor or something.
Therapist.
Not a therapist, a counselor. And when I told the counselor that this woman doesn't cook, she would beg, she would shout, she would. In the midst of the counseling, she busted out crying. Making me look like as if I was the bad person. Baba, they go market, they cook. See, let me tell you something,
Here's the big secret about women and flirting that every man, especially you, needs to know. The way women flirt is totally different.
Maiwa she has stayed 7 years in the US. I never collect $1 from her. I never took $1 from her. When she was leaving, I have an uncle. He has a big company in oil and gas. I told him that my wife is traveling. She's relocating. He said, are you sure? I said, it's for our own good. You go. I had to, in all of this, I had to lie. Both of us, we didn't tell our families that the plan was for her to go with B1, B2, do arranged marriage, which I agreed to. And in fact, when they found out my family and her family, they found out last year that it was arranged marriage, called me and said, are you aware that your wife did arranged marriage? I said, yes. And the man told me, you're a fool.
Was she the one that talked you into the arranged marriage?
Yes, because it would get her green card.
So she suggested?
Yes. And then she got the arranged marriage. In fact, the day that she was going to do the marriage, she called and was crying, it should have been you. I was like, don't worry, just for a period of time. And then she told me to delete.
So, unaona hapo mambo yanavyokuwa kasumba kwamba jamaa nakumbuka amemwoa mke wake akapata opportunity ya kwenda nje ya Marekani. So nadhani huko kuhangaika akapata mtu ambaye kuna njia nyingi za kupata uraia. Akapata mtu akuweza kumsaidia kumwoa, apate arranged marriage ili aweze kupata green card. I don't know why, like aliweza kumshawishi mume wake kuweza kuingia huko. I don't know why. So mwisho wa siku maybe ni kwa sababu ya maisha yao, lakini alikubali kweli kuingia kwenye arranged marriage ili kupata hiyo green card.
All my pictures, all our pictures. If you know us, if you know Robbie and Maiwa back then, when Instagram was 15 seconds, you will know that we used to do a lot of content. Now, let me tell you the backstory behind all those content. Before we shoot one content, we don't fight tire. Because me, I was just, okay, you would do like this, you would do like this. And then the way she would talk to me to do like this and do like this, it was kind of like demeaning sometimes. So by the time because she would, up till now, I don't know how to edit on my phone. So Instagram videos, you have to translate or
After 11 years in a long distance marriage, our guest
close to you, and I
join the 9th anniversary. Come build your own pocket city. Turn demo skills into city landmarks.
call you, and the way first thing I'll tell you is, are you okay? And I was like, is everything okay? And she said, I'm fine. I was like, no, you've been talking like this for the past couple of weeks. What's going on? She now said that she's tired. This was 2023, December or January 2024. Wait, let me show you. He said, Baba, in a week, I feel knocked like maybe twice. I do all right.
But how much did she want?
Every day.
Okay, but really, I'd also like to ask, these things that you read is not just sexual. There were some complaints that she made.
Chatting
She
and
said you
flirting
used to
with
be
little girls.
You used to flirt with young girls and everything.
Baba, on Instagram, people will send you message. See.
So did you guys ever have a conversation and she felt dissatisfied by your reaction? Because something would definitely prompt somebody to.
Okay, so I'll tell you this. I moved to Lagos. When I moved to Lagos, I was messaging a lot of planners and all that to get gigs, you know. So I was always on my phone. My phone is like my office.
Yes.
You understand? So you can be chatting with somebody and then somebody will send you a message. Hi, she didn't like the fact that I was always on my phone. She complained about that. But my phone and my office. And then she would tell me you're too friendly with all these people. And I would tell her, Baba, you don't expect me to be. I don't toast me and babe done the gist before. When I tell her my age, the girls call me. She said, you are my father's age. I'm 48 years old. I don't have a kid. I started going for sperm.
It's okay.
I was going for sperm tests. As if I be Calabar man. No. Do you understand? I'm a Calabar man. I have never in my life had unprotected sex without. Mine was the first Calabar. I started going to expect me to be. I don't toast me and babe done the gist before. When I tell her my age, the girl.
So analalamika kwa umri uliofika mpaka sasa hivi hakufanikiwa kupata mtoto, kitu ambacho kinauma wanaume wengi, na umri aliokuwa nao ni umri mtu mzima, hata anaonekana kama kijana, lakini hapa na 48 years old, lakini baada hajapata mtoto.
Talk to they call me. He said, you are my father's age. I'm 48 years old. I don't have a kid. I started going for sperm.
It's okay.
I was going for sperm tests. As if I be Calabar man. No. Do you understand? I'm a Calabar man. I have never in my life had unprotected sex without. Mine was the first person that I had unprotected sex with. And she went to, I don't know where she went to. She went to bring something, say, make her a drink. She was giving me concoction to drink so that we'll be able to have sex. So she'll be able to conceive. Do you understand? I was always telling myself, God's time is the best. My pastor stayed 8 years before he got married. I have another pastor that stayed 12 years. He said, he stayed 12 years and he gave birth to triplets. Do you understand? This thing, my wife traveled 6 years and for the small money I was earning, I was sending money to my wife every time. I have receipts here.
You were saying that
I was sending money abroad. I was sending flowers. I had friends in the US and I would beg them to buy flowers and deliver in her house. My wife came back the first time after she got her green card. She came back in 2021. We did not stay in the house because NEPA was taking light. And we didn't stay in the house. We had to go and stay in an apartment that she paid for. No Allah. Do you get? And she traveled back after a month. My wife didn't bother to come back since 2021. I did not see my wife again until last year that I sent her money to buy ticket to come to Nigeria.
She came to Nigeria. I went to pick up my friend. I went with 2 cars to the airport. With my friends, I gave my friend's phone so that they welcome her. I couldn't get a clip of me hugging my wife. You haven't seen your husband in 4 years. And I went to pick you up at the airport and you did not hug me. We got home and she did not kiss me. She did not hug me. I slept in the living room for 2 days. I went to Asaba for an event. Before I came back, she had packed her things and left the house.
Wait. You said she came back the last time she came back and she did not give you.
Simuona hapo wanaume wanaopitia stori kama hiyo. Yani naweza kusema hakuna upande wa pili kusikiliza bahati. Kwa scenario hiyo uone how other part of men anapopitia. Najua hivi vitu havitaki kuongelea kwa sababu inaonekana kama mwanaume anakuwa weak or labda, lakini truthfully I really I appreciate this guy kwa kuwa way forward na kusimama kidete. Najua ni wanaume wachache sana ambao wanaweza wakasimama wakaongea hivi. Unajua anaongea kabisa kwa emotion, kwa uchungu kabisa. Umeona ile unasema ile gazba, ni lazima unamuona kabisa. So nadhani it's better of kujifunza kwa hivi vitu vilivyotokea, kwa sometimes story au siwezi kusema story, experience kama hizo wanazopitia wengine sisi zinatufundisha, zinatupa mwangaza ili tuweze kuwa stable zaidi.
What was your relationship with her like prior to her coming back?
Oh, we're gisting, we're talking. My wife bought a house in the US. She bought the house after and told me, she told me after she had bought the house.
Like, weren't you guys talking every day?
I want to show you something. Sorry, let me wear my glasses. I want to show you something. Because people are making it, I am pained. People are making it look like I'm a folk boy. I only got to find out that they say that she's footy, she's the one paying rent. The house that they were saying that she's paying rent, that the lifestyle I'm living, that she's the one footing my lifestyle. How? When I stopped sending money abroad, it took me 3 months to save and buy a car. I didn't have a car. I was driving Timmy Dakolo's car for over a year. It was when Timmy gave the sister the car that I told myself, why could they drive? That was when I started saving to buy a car. I saved from September to December last year. I never get a car since I came to Lagos. Last year was the first time I got a car. I told myself I was going to buy a car for myself. And I bought a car on Christmas Day. I gave myself I bought a Lexus RX 350. I bought it with my hard-earned money when I stopped sending money abroad.
So you were sending money abroad?
I was sending money. I would send when my wife would call me and tell me the money is too small. How much did they pay me? I would do a gig of 500K.
Imagine wewe unakaa Bongo hapo unamtumia mtu hela hivyo Marekani, ambaye alisema ameenda kutafuta maisha huko. Like seriously, kwa jamaa ndo anasema hapa yeye alikuwa Nigeria, anamtumia mke wake pesa US. Yani ilimshindwa kufanya hata vitu vyake, shindwa kupata kuuza magari. Alikuwa anatumia gari la mtu mpaka jana na Disemba ameweza kujinunulia gari. Hiyo ndio inaonyesha ni namna gani how sometimes we have to think ourselves first, better to know ourselves first, better kuliko kufanya maamuzi yoyote.
I will send 200K. The receipts are here. Let me show you a chat that I had with my wife. Let me tell you where on 2023. I went for crossover service. On my way back home, my friend was in the car with me. Before then, my wife was ignoring my calls.
Your own wife.
I don't want to talk too much. Let me show you. I was coming back from crossover service, and I called her, and I said, "Hey, Happy New Year." It was around 1 a.m. Of course, it would be like 7 p.m. their time. I'm just coming back from church. I said, "Let me wish you Happy New Year." And she was sounding on, like, what's going on? What's wrong? I have that discerning spirit. I have that way of knowing if I'm close to you and I call you, and the way first thing I'll tell you is, "Are you okay?" And I was like, is everything okay? And she said, "I'm fine." I was like, no. You've been talking like this for the past couple of weeks. What's going on? She now said that she's tired. This was 2023, December or January 2024. Wait, let me show you. I'm sorry, I did it. No, I did a screen
record.
Yeah, hold on, let me show you. Now look at the amount of missed calls. Look at the days. It will scroll by itself. Just look at the days. There was a time I said, I'm calling you. You said you will call back. You didn't call back. The only time we'll talk will be like for 20, 30 seconds. Look at it. It's there.
Wow.
Merry Christmas. Christmas. You just said Merry Christmas.
Wow.
To your husband.
That's why I asked what your relationship with her was like.
I don't know. It was yesterday and 2 days ago that she was telling a friend of mine that she had checked out. Three years ago. But I send money they collect.
Robbie, let's talk about that money. And I want your uncle when she first wanted to travel.
Yes.
Now your uncle, you missed out that story.
My uncle gave her, okay, so my uncle, I went to his office, and my uncle gave, this is 2019, put $2,000 in an envelope, and I gave her the whole envelope. My friend that was staying with me at the time, in fact, sorry, let me finish this gist. So gave her the envelope, and then my friend that went with us to the, was angry that I gave her all the money. Say, you for come out at least 100 for yourself or 200. No, take the whole side. I say no. She dey go Yankee, no walk, nothing. Make him carry the $2,000. The friend that was staying with me, it was his girlfriend that received her in the US. Because she was supposed to, like I said, if she was traveling back and forth, she traveled like twice to New York. But this, my friend, ex-girlfriend, stays in California. So she was the one, after that day, she, gave her exchange numbers. So she was communicating with her. She left and went to the US, stayed in California. And I don't know what happened though. The next day she wants to leave California, and she left California and came.
So I think kuna network problem, naona nakata na kushuka afu muda unaenda. I think gist ilofika hapa hii lazima tuendelee nayo. This is part 1. Inaelekea sehemu nzuri sana. So hopefully hii video itakuwa imekufundisha mawili matatu kwa kuanzia mpaka kesho itaendelea. So feel free kusubscribe, kushare. Tutaendelea kesho tulipoishia. As usual, please subscribe. Na hakikisha tunapata kuweza kufikisha more than 10,000 subscriber, na tunaamini hiyo. So tukiconclude, as usual tuko zetu hii kama unavyoona, tuna 2,000 per person, 200,000. Ni small group of people, kwa yote ambayo yuko tayari awe free kusubscribe na kupata mafunzo na kujifunza vitu vingi kiundani. I hope umejifunza, na namba yetu ya mawasiliano ni 2+5575285506. So asante sana, tukutane wakati ujayo. Chao.